Hello, my guest today on Two's Company, trained as a butcher, worked in a bingo hall in Bournemouth, built kitchens for IKEA in Norway for 15 years before moving here to Spain. He's now one of the most sought after singers in the region, and keeping me company today is Aaron Lanney. Hi Aaron.
Hello Carolyn.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's going to be lovely today to find out a little bit more about yourself and what you do and where you've come from and whatever. So, as I said at the very beginning of the show, you trained as a butcher. Was that straight from school?
Yeah, I mean when I was like 13, 14 years of age, I used to work on a farm at weekends,
okay.
so, just to get pocket money. We weren't very wealthy. Mum was a single parent, so she brought 4 of us up. And then I kind of fell into butchering when I left school and was trained at that, did that for many years. Yeah. I ended up being a manager for the co-op. Remember the old co-op stores back in the day? Yeah, I do remember the
co-ops, yeah.
So I did that, moved on to Cirencester, and then I was supplementing my income because I was buying a house in the 80s and was working in a bingo hall. Right. And that's when I kind of got a little bit more into the meeting people and
confident
stuff.
talking on the microphone. So you did all the bingo jargon, did you?
Well, I started working behind the bar in the evening, and then one day the bingo caller didn't turn up, and they said, "Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?" And I said, "I'll do it. I'll just go. How difficult would it be calling the numbers?" Yeah. So I'm stood up there, and there's about 300 people. It's a big bingo hall. But I managed to get through it and got the buzz from it, and then ended up being hired and got my gaming board license, and I was running 3 clubs.
Really?
That took me down to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So
I bet that was quite interesting, actually, wasn't it?
It was really good. And you meet some really fun people. They take it very seriously.
Oh, very seriously. It's the same in the clubs back in the UK. Yeah. You know, the artist comes on. You've got to be quiet for the bingo. Nobody can speak during the bingo. It's like dirty looks if you talk.
No, you had to. Yeah, they did take it very, very seriously. But it was good fun.
Yeah. So then you went to Norway building kitchens for IKEA. How did that come about?
Well, I ended up in Norway, and for various reasons, but basically started again in Norway. Yes. And met my partner, and I never even planned to stay. I just fell into some work. Yeah. And it kind of built up from there. Yeah. And then eventually, I was working as a plumber. Yeah. And we were just doing jobs for a company that had a contract with IKEA, just locally in Oslo. Yeah. It was quite a big contract. They messed it up, and then me being a go-getter, I kind of approached IKEA and just said to them, I said, can I meet the guy that's responsible for giving out the work? I said, because I know what we're doing and blah, blah, blah. And it just happened to be an English guy. Right. So I met with him, and anyway, cut long story short, he ended up giving us a trial and a contract, and we fulfilled that. Yeah. And then I started a company with a couple of guys, and we ended up getting the whole country. And you did 15 years out there. Yeah, wow. Did 15 years out there. Yeah. And that's where you met your partner. So yeah, lovely. So is she? Does she originate from Norway, or is she? No, she's from Sweden, and she'd been in Norway probably 5 or 6 years before I met her. Right. Okay. So yeah, I kind of met her when I went. Fabulous. Yeah. Yeah. So obviously you made the decision that you wanted to move from Norway. So why Spain? It was just. Yeah, it was a total contrast because obviously Norway's very cold. Mm-hmm. We had a bit of a history in the family of the men not making, not living a long time. Right. My dad died at 51. I had 2 grandfathers that died early, and I had a little bit of a health wobble in 2000. Whenever it was, and I was just sat there one day, and we had a really nice summer, and we had a house with a pool and everything. And my wife said to me, we were barbecuing. She said, "Wouldn't it be nice to do this every day?" And I was going through some little medical thing at the time, and I said, hold that thought, I'll just do the sums and see if we can do it. Yeah. So we did it, and I decided to sell my share in the company and basically retired over here. Yeah. So you're not from Campersol, but you're not that far away. You're about 40
half
minutes.
away.
Yeah, about 40 minutes.
Yeah. Or half an hour from where I live. Yeah. Because I work over where you live, you know, so because obviously we've met before, haven't we? That's right. Being fellow entertainers. Wow. Yeah, so obviously you found your singing as an artist through karaoke, but I'm presuming that you've been able to sing for a long time because a voice like you've got doesn't just come overnight. Well, no, I mean, I've always loved music, and I love all genres of music, and there's nothing off limits, I think, for me.
I found that I'm quite fortunate. I've just stumbled across it really, that I can sing quite a lot of different genres, and I love that. But when I was working in Norway, there was a guy that worked for IKEA that was a musician, and I used to chat to him. We were problem solving, fixing things, sometimes late in the evening, and he recorded a few songs. I said, "Oh, I'd love to do that."
Yeah.
And that's how. And he came to my office one day with a guitar.
Yeah.
He said, "Right, start singing." I thought, "I can't sing. I can't sing in front of you, one person."
Yeah, yeah.
And basically, it just went from there. And the real catalyst for me was when we had COVID, which was obviously an awful time. And there was a lot of things going on, Facebook Live things and stuff like that. And I was watching quite a few. And there's a great entertainer that comes here, a chap by the name of Kevin Thursfield. I don't know if anyone's...
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's a great soul singer, a great soul voice. But I kind of befriended him. And he put me in touch with somebody in the UK, and they were doing these Facebook Live things. And I remember I was supposed to sing 3 or 4 songs one evening for the first time on the camera, and I chickened out. I was too scared to do it. Yeah. But I did a few, and people seemed to like it. And then my local bar, when COVID had finished, they just asked me if I wanted to sing a few at the bar. I was really nervous. People were outside. I stood inside.
Yeah.
Sang a few songs. They kind of liked them, and
it just goes from there. It snowballs, doesn't it? Yeah. I can remember when I first started singing. I've always sung. I've sung in choirs. I've sung in chorus in theatres and things like that. But when I first started singing, I was in a duo with my cousin. Brilliant. She'd been on the circuit for a long time. Yeah. So, and I get it, because I was scared to death. I was great. If somebody asked me to dance in a show, no problem at all. I could get up there and dance. Yeah. But actually sing solo in front of somebody. So I get it. I get where you're coming from. But I think once you start, it's like a little bug, and it grows.
Yeah, do you know, it excited me, but it scared the hell out of me at the same time. Yeah. And I remember I started getting a couple of local gigs, like at the local bowls club, and I always had to have something in front of me, whether it was a table, microphone stand, something I felt like I needed to hide behind. It was like a comfort. And I was really nervous, and I wasn't even that good. I think the nerves, and also I think being a singer, stroke entertainer, you have to find, and it takes a while, you have to find the songs that suit you. You can't always sing the ones that you love, because the key, whatever. Yeah. Some you have to adapt. And also, another thing I learned you start singing from here, but then over time you learn to sing from
your diaphragm. Yeah.
And it was a learning curve, and there was a few times I thought, should I give up? Do people like it? I had quite a lot of encouragement. I had a few that laughed and things.
Well, do you know what I like about you, Aaron, is I first met you when I was doing Kay's Bar over near where you live.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and you came up and you spoke to me, and you was telling me that you were starting off singing, and then the next time I did the gig, because I think I did it about every 4 weeks or something. Yeah. And the next time I did it, you was telling me that you got a few gigs and this, that and the other. So I've sort of like watched you develop over the last, I don't know, maybe 18 months or so, is it? Yeah. What I like about you is you're not afraid to ask for help.
No.
So it's great, because there's been an awful lot of local artists that have given you an awful lot of time and help.
Oh, brilliant.
And I think that's such a lovely thing to do for other artists, because there are some artists out there, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I know from the UK that are so jealous of up and coming artists, especially when they can sing well. And it's so nice. For me, I'd help anybody, because I know what a struggle it was when I first started off. So it's lovely to be able to give any information that can help develop your career. And like you say, you've had some fantastic people that have helped you out. Yeah,
you've been very helpful to me. I mean, I'll name check just a couple now. I mean, they're local anyway, but it was the catalyst was Michelle Miles inviting me to the Ali Pali to do this.
I remember that. I was there.
This talent quest.
Yeah.
And I remember I was really nervous then, but I walked in, I think there was 5 acts. And then I was supposed to go on third, I think. And I think one of the ladies that was singing with the band, I think she had the jitters or something. And Michelle Miles came up to me and she said, "Aaron, can you go on first?" I said, I'll do it. I said, I don't care. I mean, I have to go on some point. So I went on, did me 4 or 5 songs. And what I didn't know was there was a few bar owners in the audience. And I got a couple of gigs from that, so I was very grateful for that. So a thank you to Michelle Miles for that one. And also in the last year or so, I've hooked up with Barrington, and he's been absolute
he's
inspiration
a lovely man.
lovely man, and he's really helped me a lot. and he's helped me with my confidence and song choices, and even the silly things like if something goes wrong, what to do. Just a little jibe, like at least you know it's live. It takes the terror away, and because it's. Yeah, they've just been really good. And then, as I say, yourself, you've been helping me.
Yeah, well, anytime, absolutely, anytime.
And I carry that on as well, because there's people now that out there, if they need any help on it, I'm happy to offer it.
Yeah. Now, I remember, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, but a few weeks ago, you sent me a recording of you singing some Matt Monro songs.
That's my guilty pleasure. I love those songs.
And I said to you, I replied back, why don't you put those into your set?
And I have.
Because, I'm glad you have, because I'll tell you what an amazing, I listened to them and thought, wow, absolutely fantastic. Because the main genre that you do is round about the 80s and 90s, is it?
No, it's actually, I do a bit of 60s, a bit of 70s, a big chunk of 80s, but I only go to about 93, 94. And that's it. And then, like I always say to the audience, I stop listening after that.
Well, yeah, I get that. I get that, because I think probably I probably go up to about the 90s and maybe a couple in the early noughties. And that's about it.
It's not to diss anything. It's just that I love the songs. When I was a kid, I remember I had a little, I say we weren't particularly well off or anything. My mum worked so hard. And I remember I had a little transistor radio, and I'd lie in bed under the covers, listening to Radio Luxembourg, supposed to be asleep. And I loved music. And when I was a kid, I still listened to Roy Orbison's greatest hits and the Eagles, and it's still relevant now.
Don't you think, though, also that you get influenced by what your parents listen to?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I sing a lot of songs that were my mum's favourite songs and things, and I feel that it's lovely for me to sing those because it brings back nice memories.
Which is the Matt Monro one, which wasn't actually his song. I mean, Shirley Bassey, everyone sung that song, but it was. My nan really liked that song. And it's just music is memories.
It is. Definitely. It's like a timeline. You can be anywhere. You can be anywhere in the world, and music comes on in the supermarket, in the car, on the radio, whatever. And sometimes a certain song comes on, it takes you back to a certain time in your life.
Totally memories. It can even make you emotional.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't even have to be an emotional song. It's just something that triggers.
Yeah, exactly. So you do some of the local venues on Campusol then? So which bars is it that you do up here?
On Campusol, I was really happy to do the joint venture between Trevi's and Bridie Murphy's the other week, the outside one. That was really good, and that was a buzz for me. I do Cats on A. Lovely bar, lovely owners.
Nice people.
And I'm looking forward to doing the shared one coming up soon.
Right, so on the evening, that's so a great venue to do that. And do you know what? Lovely people as well. So you'll get a buzz from the audience. They really are.
And they
nice.
are, and that's the age. I'll say the age group, but that's when we start talking about the Matt Monros and that genre. I can really let them go there.
Of course you can.
They appreciate it.
Well, when you think about it, a lot of the expats are sort of like a certain age upwards, roughly about 50 upwards. So they all know that genre. They know those songs. So it's great. So you're retired fully now. Obviously, you're not doing anything else other than your singing.
No, I do. Because I had a plumbing and electric business in Norway. I do some pools on my urbanisation. I do 17. I used to be 20. I took it down to 17. And then, so I do that as well. And then obviously the singing, but that's, it's gone from like one or two a month to like 3 and 4 a week sometimes now, which is great. And I absolutely love it. I do it. Brilliant. It's for the love of it first.
Yes. Yeah.
And if I get a buzz from it, and if the audience is happy and they're enjoying it, then that's double buzz.
I think that's when your audience is buzzing, you're buzzing. You know. Absolutely. Honestly, it's been great talking to you today.
Thank you
is there anything you want to say to anybody on Campusol, or tell them about what you do, or when you're here, or?
No, I'm on if you look at the Hello events, which is something else that you do. I mean, that's a really good thing. See all the local gigs that are on then. But I'm around and about here, and I'll hopefully be doing something. I'm doing something for you, aren't I?
You are. You're doing our ladies at the dancer-size group that I run. We always do a summer ball. So I've asked you to do that for us. So that's on the. It's all right. 7th of August. And if anybody wants to come to that, there are a few places left.
Yeah, and I won't be late.
No, you won't be late. No. And they're a great bunch of ladies. They really, really are. They're really up for a laugh and having fun, and they love dancing. Oh,
and it was the Mazarin Country Club that I did the gig last time. They had a little gathering there.
Right. Okay.
And that was when I was able to do the few Matt Monroes, and
that made you decide that you were going to put them in.
Yeah, and I'm actually doing them now, regardless of where I am. I just pop that one in.
So you're up to what, about 4 gigs a week, something like that at the moment?
Three and four. Yeah, my wife tells me to stop saying yes, but I can't help it.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. At the end of last year, I said that this year I was going to take 1 job a week and start slowing down.
Yeah.
I've actually, I work Tuesday, I'm working tonight, and I'm working on Sunday. Yeah. But, you know, and Mike says exactly the same to me. Yeah. You need a little bit of downtime now.
You do. Yeah, but like I say, it's just I'm just living the dream.
It's not.
I'm so happy doing
when
it.
you love doing what you do, it's not. It doesn't feel like a job.
No, it's not a job. No, it's not.
You know,
no.
And you're meeting all these lovely people as well.
There's some great people out there, really good people, and I love meeting people. I've always been a people person, so I mean, I love it. And the other thing I do, and it's a daft thing to say, but it's almost not a daft thing to say, but the bars. There's so many lovely bar owners out there.
There are.
And we're out there, and they hire us, and I think about the bar too.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, if it's a bit quieter, I'll hang on a little bit, sing a little bit longer.
Yeah, I've done. I think a lot of artists do that.
Yeah.
You know, if there's not many people in when you first get there, you know, you sort of like, I usually said, do you want me to give it 15, 20 minutes and see if we get a few more people in first, and then we'll start then.
It's just a respect, isn't it?
Of course it is, you know. It's about giving and taking, isn't it? And you've got to have that bit of give and take.
Oh, definitely.
You know, so anyway, it's been lovely speaking to you,
Aaron.
Yeah, no, honestly, it has. And I'm sure that we'll see you around. And on the WhatsApp group, what am I saying? On the What's On Campusol group that myself and Paul do, you will see that any of the acts that are coming up, and quite often Aaron is in this area, so watch out. You need to go and see him. He's absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much for joining us today on Two's Company. Now we're back the same time next week in somebody else's company, and I hope that you can join us. So from me, Carolyn May, thank you very much. Ta-ra, and from Aaron.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Aaron, it's been a pleasure. Absolutely.